Yep.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt an itch for something more? Like a fresh start, a better quality of life?
I know we definitely did. And that's why we decided to explore a pretty big idea.
Moving abroad.
Stick around because this might be the smartest move you haven't considered yet. Whether you're dreaming of moving to a different country or just want a solid plan B in place, this is the video for you.
Welcome to our channel. We're Tristan and Cece Sutton, and for years we've been helping people experience amazing destinations around the world with our curated group trips. But our travels opened our eyes to something even bigger, the possibility of living abroad.
Yeah. Have you ever felt like there's a different way of doing this thing called life? A way that really aligns with what matters most to you? Over the past 5 years, we've been on a personal journey asking ourselves, should we stay in the US? Or is it time for us to follow our freedom? If you're watching this, you may be asking yourself the very same thing. And am I ready for something new? Well, we're here today to share with you our story on why we're following our freedom and help you evaluate, is it time for you to move abroad too? But we have to pack up our house because we just accepted an offer. So join us as we pack it all up to Mexico.
We've been blessed to travel and experience many different cultures and countries because of our group travel business. While traveling with our clients, we've met and spoken with many expats, people who've left their home country to live in a different country, and many have confessed that living abroad has increased their happiness, lowered their cost of living, and provided them with a better quality of life. Listening to how much joy these expats got from living abroad and moving out of the country, we just really ask ourselves, is the USA still the best for us? And when comparing the pros and cons of staying in America versus living abroad, it was really eye-opening to see the benefits far outweighed moving abroad versus staying here. It made us ask ourselves, why haven't we moved sooner? During our research, we found several other countries that were offered more of what we were looking for at this point of our life. They ranked higher in core areas like cost of living, quality of healthcare, as well as safety. Intriguing, right?
We realize that despite our comfortable lifestyle in the US, we really desire a location that better aligns to what we call our core 4 residency requirements. And those core 4 are better quality of life, lower cost of living, more affordable healthcare options, and an escape from the hustle culture, child. For us, freedom means being able to enjoy a slower pace, living in a safer environment with more healthy food available, access to healthcare that doesn't break the bank, and having our hard-earned money go a lot further. It's about finding mental peace, ditching the consumer craze, and truly living life on our terms. So why move abroad now? Well, because it was time. And only you can truly decide when's the right time for you and your family. But y'all, look here. We have found all of this and more in our new home country, Mexico.
So you're probably thinking, why Mexico, right?
Yeah, why not Dubai, Bali, or Portugal?
Well, glad you asked. Of all the popular freedom zones, Mexico aligned the most with our core 4. Plus, it had a lot of added benefits we didn't consider initially. The world's a big place with a lot of great options to live abroad. So we did our homework comparing Mexico to other freedom zones like Panama, Costa Rica, or even parts of Africa. And here's what stood out: proximity and accessibility. It's close to the US, making travel easy and affordable.
Right. Mexico is only a 2-hour flight from Houston, making it easy for us to hop between Mexico and the US to check on family.
Affordable cost of living. Your money can go a lot further without sacrificing quality of life.
Did you know you can find a nice apartment for only $500 in Mexico?
Welcoming culture. Mexicans are known for their warmth and hospitality.
Sí, gracias.
Straightforward residency process. Compared to some other popular expat destinations, the path to residency in Mexico is often more accessible. We'll touch more on that specifically in a different video. For a combination of practicality and quality of life, Mexico is the perfect freedom zone for us to call home.
What is there not to love about this place? I mean, now let us jump back to cost of living for a minute, because this is a big one for most people who decide to move abroad. Did you know that Mexico's cost of living is considerably lower than in the US? Estimates vary, but sources suggest it can be between 39 to 60%. Now consider this. The cost of rent can vary greatly, depending on where you are or the accommodation, but overall, it's significantly cheaper in Mexico than compared to the US. For example, a one-bedroom apartment in a major US city could cost $2,000 or more a month, but like in Puerto Vallarta, it's only around about $600. And then the cost of groceries is significantly lower too. Fresh produce, meat, dairy, all much cheaper than in the US, especially when purchased at the local markets. Now, don't get me on healthcare. Healthcare costs are a major concern for people, but it's much more affordable in Mexico. Many medications and procedures are like 50% less. Public transportation in Mexico is generally cheaper too than the US. Buses and taxis are widely used and available. There are also some metro and light rail systems out there in Mexico. Basic utilities like electricity, water, and garbage service are also generally cheaper. Overall, the cost is much, much less in Mexico. Now look here, eating out at restaurants and street food vendors is a major part of Mexican culture, and it is also much more affordable than in the US. From local taco stands to family-owned restaurants, there are all kinds of options to suit your budget. Now, from visiting museums and historical sites to enjoying outdoor activities like hiking and swimming, there are many affordable options for entertainment and leisure.
Overall, the cost of living in Mexico is significantly lower than in the US, making it an attractive option for retirees, expats, and others looking to stretch their budget further. If this sounds like what you've been looking for, then Mexico might not be a bad idea for you to consider. So if you're still here with us, this means something we've said is speaking to your desire for true freedom. And everyone's definition of freedom looks different. Maybe freedom to you is escaping a stressful environment. Or you're a soon-to-be retiree and you're looking for somewhere to make your money go further. Whatever freedom you're looking for, it's time to follow it.
But don't worry, you don't have to figure out all of this on your own. Let us share a quick story before we let you go. As we were having conversations with our friends and family about our move to Mexico, we noticed they had many of the same questions. What about the cartels? They want us over there? Where you gonna live? What your mama say? Now, after we calmed them down and reassured them that we would be fine, they asked it a more poignant question. How can I make this move too? Where do I begin if I want to move abroad? I'm not ready to move out of the country just yet, but what can I start doing now just to be prepared?
And that's when we realized that there are two types of people that are ready to move abroad, now and laters. Team Now says, I'm out of here. They're similar to us. They're ready to sell everything, pack their bags, and book a one-way flight to reside where they can thrive. Say Team Now in the comments if that's you. Now, you got Team Laters, they say, not quite yet. They love the idea of living abroad, but they're not ready to leave home just yet. But they like the concept of having a plan B in place, just in case. Say Team Later in the comments if that's you. Now, while both teams were open to moving abroad, they were for different reasons. For example, some were growing tired of US politics. Others were soon to be retirees. And the rest just seeking a new way of life. But one thing they all shared in common is that they didn't know where to start.
Yep, big plans, but no map. So after having all those conversations, we began brainstorming on how we could educate and help our loved ones start with their planning so they can start living abroad. And out of that brainstorming, learning from our own journey, and lots of research, we came up with a 6 simple step plan to help you secure your residency abroad.
It's called the Residency Backup Plan. Think of it as a plan B for your lifestyle, aka lifestyle insurance. It's a roadmap that guides you to a safe place to land if you ever feel the need to leave your current situation and find peace somewhere else. No frantic scrambling and figuring it out at the last minute. This plan is designed to give you peace of mind in the event you need or want to use it.
So naturally, I know you're probably telling yourself, okay, that sounds good, but I'll get around to it later. I'm good right now. And under normal circumstances, it would be okay for you to delay your backup plan. But ladies and gentlemen, look around. The world is changing, immigration laws are tightening up. You do not want to find yourself in a situation where you can no longer qualify for residency in the country you've been dreaming of moving to.
And let's be honest, with the way things are now, it really isn't a bad idea to have a second option for a place to live.
Yeah.
Whether you're on Team Now or Team Later, if you've ever considered moving abroad, now is the time to put a plan B in place.
So, That's a little bit about our story and the why behind our decision to leave the US and start following our freedom. We're excited to share our journey with you and help you explore your own possibilities. If you want to learn more about how to start your own residency backup plan, check out our next video where we share with you how we completed our residency relocation process in less than 90 days. And we'll share with you the secret ingredient we use to make it happen. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date on how to follow your freedom.
All right, we have to finish packing so we can give these people their house. See you all in the next video.
Follow peace.
Follow your freedom.